Well, good morning and welcome back to day 5 of the 100-mile wilderness. Last night I stayed at an amazing campsite, Antlers campsite on Lower Joe Mary Lake, and it just turned out to be a really good spot. Very peaceful. I was the only one there, despite how big of a campsite it was. No one else showed up, so it was pretty nice to have just to have that spot to myself. Now I am back on the trail, still hiking along the same lake currently, but I will be moving on from it shortly. Today is kind of a chill day, kind of a flexible day too. The plan is to hike about 13 or so miles, maybe 14 miles, to a campsite on another lake. However, if that turns out to be too short of a day, then I may try to get a few more miles in to shave off miles from tomorrow's hike. So kind of just play it by ear. There might be some rain this evening, so that may play into it. So far today, the bugs are the worst that they've been. The mosquitoes have been absolutely relentless. And so I'm hoping that that doesn't continue all day, but this is the 100-mile wilderness. What can you expect? So yeah, I'm going to keep moving on. But let's see what day 5 has to offer. Well, for the first time in this whole trip, it's raining. I didn't end up stopping where I planned on. I was already contemplating going further, and then when I got there, well, first of all, where I was planning to stay was like a tent site, and somehow I completely missed it because I'm not sure that there was a side trail. I think maybe I would have had to bushwhack over to it or something, because it was like right on the lake, and the trail kind of at that point is a little bit more away from the lake. But regardless, I got to the lean-to, which is about 0.4 beyond that, and there were some tent sites, but one, it was extremely buggy, and two, it's still fairly early. It's like 4 o'clock. So, like I said, I was already thinking about moving on. Didn't really want to stay there. So, here I am doing a fairly big climb, actually, up this little mountain. I'll end up being, I think, around another 1,000 feet of elevation gain, but that should be about it till I get to camp. Not sure exactly where I'm going to camp. The next shelter isn't for 7 or 8 miles, but there are so many tent sites in different locations that aren't on the map, so I'm kind of just counting on coming along to one of those. I already have all the water I need and everything, so it doesn't matter whether or not there's water source or anything like that. As long as I have a spot to put my tent, I'll be good. And not wearing my rain jacket because it's so hot, I'm so hot, that it feels good. So I'll keep pressing forward and let you know how it goes. May be a small mountain, but you put up a good fight. I made it up the climb, the Sudden Bunt Mountain. Whew, and the rain stopped. It wasn't supposed to last too awful long, but I wasn't really sure. It came in earlier than I thought it would based on the forecast, but that was yesterday's forecast, so yeah, check out this viewpoint. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so I got to Crescent Pond and I was really hoping there was gonna be some stealth sites or something, because pretty much every pond I've come to, there have been at least a couple, even if there was nothing on the map. And it wasn't looking promising. Worked my way around the pond, and then I saw it, the faint path leading uphill, and it led me to some stealth sites. And here we go. All set up now, looking pretty good. I will say though, if there's anyone out here who is thinking of staying here, because I mean it is a cool little pond to be right next to. These sites are all on ledge, so be prepared. If you have a trekking pole tent, you're gonna have to stake it out with rocks. There's no spot to actually drive stakes in. But I was able to scrounge up enough rocks here to make it work, and it came out pretty good. It's a pretty flat spot, so that's real good. Ended up doing 18 miles today, about 2,500 feet of elevation gain. So got some bonus miles in today, but that will really help me out tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a hot one. Last forecast I saw was like 87 for the high, and if it stays as humid as it's been, which I suspect it will, it's gonna be tough hiking. So I figured if I can make tomorrow the easier day rather than today, that would probably be a good trade. The rain helped to cool things off too, which was nice, and I got some really good views. So I'm glad it all worked out the way it did. But thank you for watching day 5 of the 100-mile wilderness. Make sure to stay tuned. We still have days 6 and 7 left, but until then, stay inspired, stay creative, and I will see you on day 6. Good night.